Content is how you achieve every of your social media goals, be it sales, whatever. Content is how you achieve it. Now, the reason why we plan content that it has so much breakdowns is because at different stages of your audience or buyer journey, there are different things you have to say to them to move them from the stage they are to the next stage. Now, let's make it like this. You meet somebody and your end goal is actually to get them to go to a party with you. The first day you meet them, you cannot just be like, oh, come to a party with me. No, you have to, first day you meet them, oh my god, I love your hair, oh thank you so much, my name is Gold, I actually saw you a while back, blah blah blah. You get their contact information. Now, what did you do first to get their contact information? Number one, you made them comfortable with you, you complimented them, introduced yourself before you got their contact information. Same thing with content. At the first stage, you are making sure to introduce yourself, getting them to see that, oh, this person is actually somebody I can trust before you get their contact information. So at the first stage of content, you are not trying to sell, right? You are trying to do something else, get familiar with them. So that is exactly how it is in the social media world. Now, we have a lot of things like content pillars, content buckets, and I'm going to explain everything in this video. We have 3 categories of content. 1, growth content or awareness content. 2, community content or nurturing content. And lastly, sales and conversion content. Now, growth content or awareness content, this is simply the content that gets people to know you, to follow you. This is the content that makes people be like, oh, let me follow this person. This is what gets you attraction, this is what gets your attention. So think funny videos, quick tutorials, any kind of video that once you see it makes you just follow the person. Those are growth content. Just like when you met somebody at first, the growth part or awareness part is how you go to meet them. Oh, you saw a lot of people there and you went there, that's how you got to meet them. Community is when you are already talking to them. Oh my god, you went to the concert too. Oh my god, I also went, I never know. Community content is the stage where you are building that rapport. That's where they're getting to know about your product and service. Then sales and conversion content is the point where you are being like, girl, I'm going to a concert tomorrow, and you're like, I'm there, I'm there. So sales and conversion is, you know, there's a process that it follows. So 3 categories of content: the growth content, the nurturing content, and then the sales and conversion content. Now, that's categories. Let's move to pillars. Pillars are like, if you are in the fitness niche, for example, now pillars ensure that every content you are posting, right, it is still staying under that branch of fitness that you have. So if you're in the fitness niche, under the fitness niche, you're in the weight gain niche. I'm a weight gain coach. I help people gain weight, right? Now, pillars are big or broad topics under my niche, which is weight gain, that will ensure that I am talking about all of the things that will help my audience gain weight. I feel like I didn't explain that well. Let me come again. So if there is a topic, this is the topic, or there is a goal for you to gain weight, you need to eat, you need to work out, you need to do this. Nutrition, workout are pillars, because there are different topics under this thing that will actually come together as a whole to form that thing. So for something to be a content pillar, number 1, it has to be broad and it has to be able to divide into topics. I'll explain what topics are. So your content pillar cannot be how to do this. Your content pillar cannot be that. It has to be that this, maybe nutrition. It has to be a big topic that you can still break down into smaller topics. For example, in the finance niche, content topics can be like savings and budgeting, stock market. You see, there are big topics that you can still break down into smaller topics. Now let's go into what content topics are. Now, content topics are subtopics under your pillars. So under savings and budgeting, you can talk about saving apps. You know that saving apps, now it can still be divided into so many content ideas. That makes it a topic. Your pillar has to be able to divide into a topic, and your topic must be able to divide into content ideas. If you have a big topic that can only divide into content ideas, it is a topic and not a pillar. Pillar must be able to divide into a topic that is still broad, but then when you try to break it down, it will only give you content ideas. So I said first pillar for finance. Now I said savings and budgeting. And now under savings and budgeting, I'm not saying saving and budgeting apps. So my content idea under savings and budgeting app can now be like my top 3 apps that help you save better. Under that, you can still have entertaining content like me looking at people save with this instead of saving with so. Under skincare, you can have pillars like routine. Then under your routine, you can have topics like morning routine, night routine, how to layer your product, or product layering, not how to layer your product. How to layer your product to be a content idea. So your pillar must be able to divide into a topic, and your topic must be able to divide into several content ideas. Now let's quickly do an exercise so that I'll know if you get the idea. In the business niche, content marketing basics, is it a topic or a pillar? Pause this video to answer. Don't forget, pillars must be able to divide into topics. So try dividing it. Try breaking it down into topics that can still be divided into ideas. Can it be done? Can it not be done? Pause the video and then check out the answer. It is a topic. Why is it a topic? Content marketing would be a pillar. Then content marketing basics can be a topic. So under content marketing basics, you can have different ideas, content ideas under it. So content marketing basics is a topic. Now let me say this, that some of your content pillars might be topics because your content pillars can divide into ideas immediately. But then how do you know this thing is actually a pillar? It is if you can break it down into bigger chunks that will still be able to be broken into smaller chunks. Now your topics, most of the time, they cannot break into big chunks that can be broken again into small chunks. Your topics would immediately divide into different content ideas. So what distinguishes pillars is that when you break it, it will come down to something that you can still break it again into ideas. But some pillars, they can immediately give you content ideas. Under this business niche that I'm still talking about, you can have pillars like marketing, branding. Under branding, you can still talk about verbal identity, visual identity. Under visual identity, you can do 3 mistakes this one made in this. So your pillars must be able to break into topics, and your topics must be able to break into content ideas. Now let's move into content purpose. Your content purpose is what most people refer to as content pillars. Those are the educational, entertaining, informative, relatable, all of that. Those are your content purpose. That's the purpose of your content. Is this video to educate my audience? Is it to engage them? Is it to entertain them? Is it to relate with them? Is it to build authority? Is it to... Those are your content purposes. Now, under content purpose, we have content types. Under educational content, you can have tips and tricks, you can have tutorials, you can have how-to guides, you can have explainer videos. Under entertaining content, you can have meme videos, you can have reaction videos. Your educational contents are contents that are used to teach or solve a problem. Now remember our content categories, which is the growth content or attraction content, your conversion, and your community content. Your educational content falls under your growth content and also your community content. Under educational content can be used to build relationship. The more they learn from you, the more you are opening their eyes to things, the more they're like, this person knows what they are doing. Under growth content, short quick tutorial that can go viral. All these TikTok videos of how I built my house by myself, and people are watching it, gains attention, and they're following them. So educational content falls under those two. It can also fall under conversion, but it will not be only educational, it will be edu promotional. That's the kind of content that you are like, did you know that leather bags shine more than polyester bag, but then polyester bag lasts more than leather bags? That is why your bags has been peeling. You have been buying leather bags. In our own bags, we mix both leather and polyester, and that is why we have quality and beauty in one bag. Our bags can last up to... Now you've moved from educating them, you taught them something, yeah, and then you are now promoting your this thing all in one video or one post. So yeah, it can be used in the 3, but popularly it is used in the growth phase and in the community phase. The second content purpose we have is promotional content. Under promotional content, types of content you can have product demo, unboxing, discount, all of that. Those are under promotional content. Yes, your unboxing videos are under promotional content because it shows you the experience, it's showing you what you would get if you were to purchase the product. Next content format is engaging content. So all those ones we have Ask Me Anything, polls, quiz, all of that is under engaging content. We also have the entertaining content. Under your entertaining content, that's where you have meme videos, reaction videos, all of that is under entertaining. So those are the types of videos. So now, so far we've covered your categories: growth, community, conversion. We've covered content format and content purpose, that is the educational, promotional, and I told you under your purpose you have types. So you might want to create educational content. So you be like, what kind of educational content? Is it a tip and trick? Is it a misconception, or what's this word, on something myth? Debunking debunking myths or misconceptions, things like that. You can have full walkthrough videos, you can have explainer videos. Oh, I want to create engaging content. Would it be a meme video? Would it be a reaction video? What kind of engaging entertaining content is it? You want to create engaging, is it going to be a ask me anything poll, a quiz? What kind of engaging content is it? So we've covered that, and we've also covered your content pillars and topics, which is content pillars are the broad ones, topics are the next broad ones. Well, they cannot be broken into bigger chunks, they'll be broken into smaller chunks, or no, smaller bits, which is your content idea. Now at this stage, before we go further, I am going to do a quick demo so that you can see how, before you put all of this information in your head, let me just show you how all of this come to play in real life. Now when you want to put out the content, you have to first, okay, what category, what stage are we? This content, do we want to do it so that we can get more followers to the page, or are we doing it for our followers? You know, there are some content you create for people that are not following you. There are some content you create for people that are already following you, and their content you create, you know, to sell. So now you would, okay, I want to create a content. What is the purpose of that content? What do you want that content to do? Okay, so let's say the content is to make people follow you, right? That's content for your non-followers. So content that will make people follow you is what? Under which category? Is it growth? Is it community? Is it conversion? Yes, it is under growth content, or attention, or awareness. Now we have gotten the category of our content. We know that it is a growth content. Under growth content, what content purpose are we going to use? So is it going to be an educational content, entertaining content, engaging content? Of course, if it's for your non-followers, if it's a growth content, it will mostly follow that education or entertaining content. Those are the two major content purpose you are going to use. For us to now get our post, we need to first sort out our content pillars and our content topics. So I'm trying to sell a book to people that have skin issues. So content pillars, so let's talk about skin issues, then I'll talk about building authority, right? My authority in that niche. So let's just use those two pillars now. Now, skin issues, my topics are now going to be, let me pick issues like blackheads and whiteheads. Those are my two topics under the niche. So let's focus right now on the pillar skin issues or skin problem, and topics whiteheads, blackheads. So that's the topic we are going to use for this video. This is exactly what a content calendar looks like. So this is what we will use to build our idea, so that you can get the full concept of what I'm talking about. So day, which is Monday, October, let's just pick a date, October 5, Monday, October 5. So now our audience, people with blackheads, people with blackhead. What pillar are we talking about? What pillar is this particular content from? So this content is in the skin issues pillar. The purpose of this content is to educate the audience. Now, what's even the purpose of educating? The purpose of educating is so that they can see the problem that you are solving. If you don't tell them that this thing that you have, this is what causes it, and me, I have the solution to that thing in my product, they will not see why they want to buy your product. So content type. So now you decide, do you want this to be a talking head video? Is an educational video, right? Educational video. So is it going to be a talking head? Is it explainer video? Is it going to be, what kind of video are we going to? So let's make it explainer video. It will help us build authority. Explainer video is exactly the kind of video I'm making now. Now you can see this is what your content calendar looks like, right? Now we're already building our content. Now we know that the purpose of this particular content in our overall goal, which is to sell to them, is because we want to show them that, oh, this is why you have whitehead too, and there is a particular ingredient that can help you get rid of this whitehead, and I have it inside my Odogwu product. So now this video, now they will do that, oh, this is why I have whitehead, and this is the ingredient that can kill it. Oh, it is Oral-B that can kill it. So the next day, if I now tell you that my Odogwu product contains Oral-B, you will understand that this product has Oral-B, that means it can cure my whitehead. But without this video now, if I just come and tell you this product is filled with hydrogen, Oral-B, you would not, it does not matter to you. But because now I would have told you here that, oh, Oral-B does this thing. When I now tell you that a particular ingredient in this product is Oral-B, you would be more interested in the product. So that is how you build your content ideas. You don't just get a creative idea in your head and then you turn it into a post. No, it has to have a specific role that it is playing in your overall goal, and that is the essence of pillar. Every day I cannot come up and just be talking about dry skin. So your pillar, make sure that you're talking about different things that still matter to your audience. Tomorrow I'll talk about face routine, my morning routine. Next tomorrow I'll talk about products that are destroying your skin. So your pillars, your topic, they ensure that you are achieving your goal, but you are talking about different things. You are not repetitive, you are not repeating yourself. Even though, yes, I'm talking about chess, but I'm talking about different things. Today I'm talking about strategies, tomorrow I'm talking about another thing, but it is still about chess. So that is the purpose of it. To recap everything I have taught you in this video, we have content categories, which are your growth or awareness content, your community, and your conversion content. We have content pillars, which are broad topics under your niche or industry, that can be broken down into content topics. If it cannot break down into a broad topic, it is most likely a content topic. Then your content topics are topics that break down into content idea immediately. I might be wondering that if a content pillar can be a topic, if a content pillar can break down into an idea, I said that in this video, then how exactly is it a pillar? Is that not a topic? That is, now this particular thing, I can break it down into different things, but one of the things I broke it down into can turn into a content idea, but other parts of it can turn into bigger chunks that will be broken down into topics. That's how I know, oh, it is still a pillar, but there's just a part of it that immediately comes down to an idea, but other parts of it can still be broken down into bigger chunks that are topics. I don't know if that makes sense, but it should. So we talked about that, and then your topics are smaller topics under your content pillar that can be broken down into content ideas. Then we move to your content purpose, educational, and under content purpose we have the types. So under educational, you can have your how-to videos, you can have your tips and tricks, explainer videos. Under engaging, you can have ask me anything, your polls, quiz, all of that. That is everything about content. Not everything, but that is like the major things you should know about content. Let me know if you understood everything I taught in this video, and if there are some things you still need me to shed light on. Content is a very broad topic. It's a very broad, you have to learn it continuously and put it to practice before you fully understand how it works. I hope this video has helped you to some extent, and if it has, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Abioto.